Summer reading season is nearly upon us, and in today's Page Turners, we have several books that might just fit the bill for you, including one perfect for Mother's Day. Joining us from the Champaign Public Library, it's Nanette Donahue. Hi, Nanette.
Hello.
You always have a great selection for us, and with Mother's Day right around the corner, I think we should appropriately start with Mother May I.
This is a pretty terrifying thriller, but it's very enjoyable. Main character here is Bree. She's got 2 teenage daughters and an infant son. She's married to a really high-powered attorney living in Atlanta. One evening, she's getting ready for bed, and she looks out her window, and she thinks she sees a creepy-looking woman out there who looks kind of like a witch. She turns around, looks back again, the woman is gone. So she maybe thinks she's just seeing some things, but then the next day she's in the parking lot of her kid's school, she sees the woman again. About an hour later, her infant son is abducted. The creepy woman gets in touch with her. She needs a favor. And it's kind of a morally ambiguous favor, but nobody should get hurt. So she wants her son back, so she's going to go ahead and do whatever it takes. Things go awry, and she soon finds out that this creepy woman is out for revenge against her husband over something that happened when he was in college. Twists and turns abound throughout this book. The pages just fly by. You cannot put it down because it just goes so many different places. Really a great suspense thriller. Will keep you reading late into the night.
So maybe a good book for either nighttime reading or at the beach, but maybe not the feel-good Mother's Day book.
Probably not.
All right. Let's talk about the final revival of Opal and Neve, I'm assuming?
It's Neve.
Neve.
This is a really fun book for folks who enjoyed Daisy Jones and the Six last year. It is another oral history type book of a 1970s duo called Opal and Neve. Opal was this iconic singer with a very unique style. Neve was her songwriter and guitarist who made a career of his own in the 80s, had his various, rock star issues of the 1980s. Now it's 2016, and they're looking into doing a reunion tour. And there's also a music journalist who is writing an oral history of the band. And this music journalist, her name's Sunny, she has her own ties to Opal Jewel in particular. This is a really entertaining book. Goes in all sorts of different directions, and what I found interesting about it is, like Sunny, the reader is trying to figure out who in this story is telling the truth, what the reality is, who's embellishing things, and who's just trying to make themselves look good, because there are a lot of really kind of nasty things that have happened during these musicians' careers. Very entertaining. If you'd like to listen to your books, this is a full cast narration audiobook. Really, really great.
All right, and dial A for aunties or aunties, depending on what you want to say.
Yeah. This is a book by Jesse Kusutano, and it's about a Chinese-Indonesian family living in Southern California. It's Madeline and her mom and her 2 aunties, and they all own a wedding planning business, and they're about to embark on the wedding that could make their business. It's a multi-million-dollar affair, thousands of people in attendance at this lavish new resort, so this is really something that could bring their business to the next level. But Madeline had a blind date the night before that went horribly wrong, horribly wrong, and now she's got a dead body to hide.
Oh, that is
so
wrong.
This is the funniest book you'll read about a random corpse ever. It is really hilarious, and the dynamic between Madeline and her family is just really a delight. It's another one that's great on audio.
You have sold them all well. Good news that things are getting back to normal, sort of, at the library,
yes,
including the Friend Shop being back open.
We are so excited to have the Friend Shop open again. Wednesdays and Saturdays, noon to 3, so the hours are still limited, but you can enjoy those great deals on books, CDs, DVDs, and other materials, and all those proceeds benefit the Champaign Public Library.
You have an eco-minded entrepreneurship sort of seminar coming up soon, which sounds fascinating to me.
We do. That's Monday, May 3rd at 7 p.m., and if you can't make it live, it'll be on our YouTube channel after the fact. Mona Fang, who is the CEO of a local business called Karma Trade, is going to be there talking about sustainability and how that's good for your business and your community.
And then finally, summer reading right around the corner. It's kicking off, but slightly differently than in years past.
Hard to believe that it's almost time for summer reading. We're going to have a virtual kickoff on May 15th and 16th. It's a 2-day virtual storython presented by our children's department. They have been practicing. It is going to be fantastic. And I want to remind everybody, summer reading is not just for kids. We have programs for all ages. The prizes are wonderful. I've seen some of them. It's going to be great, and we'd love to have the whole community join us.
You are one of the finest nutshellers we have on this show, and you can sum everything up very, very nicely. Thank you, Nanette.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll get you all the details. We covered a lot, I know, at CILiving.tv.